What's up everyone, Eric with Ham Radio Concepts. Got a great video for you today. 3 things I want to accomplish. I want to show you my new Go-Kit. I want to test out my new wire dipole that I made a video on yesterday at QRP Day. And I also want to make a contact on the beach with my FT-817 in my hand. I've wanted to do that for years. We're going to do it today. It's always fun to have something like this, a great big antenna where you can use a lot of power. But I think in ham radio, it's fun to take your radio with you in a Go-Kit and go operate portable. If you think QRP is not fun, watch the video.
We are at a QRP event, Jan's Jam, here at Round Island Park in Vero Beach, directly on the beach. Here's the beach right here, just over the dune here. You can hear probably the waves crashing. We were on the beach. We're doing all QRP.
Okay guys, so let's talk about what's in my Go-Kit. Now before we get started, I just want to let you know my idea for this Go-Kit. I want everything to fit inside this box. I want to have everything for communication and power sustained out of this box. So I'm not interested in bringing in tripods and rolling batteries and stuff like that. So my Go-Kit is everything inside this box. I can pick it up, put it in the car, and go somewhere. So this is my idea of my Go-Kit. I'll show you what's in it. And we're going to make some contacts today, and we'll see how to make some contacts QRP style. Alright, starting with the top, I fastened a 10-watt solar panel directly on the top of the box. Now I had an idea or two of fastening this to it and it didn't work out, so I had to use these plastic straps. No big deal, but the 10-watt panel is so far secure on the top of the kit. Let's take a look inside the Go-Kit. All kinds of toys in here. Okay, so my idea for the foam, I chose some foam that I had around. Okay, it doesn't look the best as it could, but I didn't have to buy any foam. So let's break it down, show you exactly what's in here. So first up in here, you remember the video I did of the solar charge controller and the rig walker. Here they are. Under the foam here I have the connectors, you can see. Alright, but I just kind of kept that there so I can work on it. I just used some double stick tape, but it needs to be a little bit better with the heat. Now you see the LED in there, it shows that it's charging right now, so I am charging the battery. Up on top here, the inverter. I had to put the inverter here in order to make it fit. I know it's an awkward spot for it, but in here I have the antenna of the video I just did at the portable stealth dipoles. Here's the 20-meter stealth dipole, fits snugly in there, but when I unpack this thing, I do have you know, my inverter right here. So the inverter has 2 110 ports on it and a USB port. It is wired to a 12 amp hour battery. The 12 amp hour lead acid battery, I got that, it's a sealed lead acid. The wiring is all underneath the foam here. So it is running through my rig walker here, and then the inverter and the other stuff is tapped off that. So let me take some of the stuff out here and I'll show you. Okay, so a lot of this stuff I have videos on already on my YouTube. Starting with the radio, what kind of HF radio do I have in here? I have the FT-817, not the ND model, 5-watt QRP, everything from 160 meters through UHF, all mode, sideband, AM, FM, CW, even digital packet. Battery powered with the battery pack inside here, and we'll show you how else I connect it. I do have my counterpoise clip that I screwed on the back of the radio, a little alligator clip. So that's the radio that I have in here. Also, as far as radios, I have the CountyCom HF and shortwave listener. So I can use this, mainly I use this to monitor beacons, but I could also use this if I want to listen on 20 until I hear some things on 20, and then I could be operating 40 on my QRP radio. But so it's basically another receiver with a telescopic antenna. It takes 3 AA batteries. So there's a video on this on my channel, the CountyCom HF and shortwave listening radio. microphone cable here. So I do have a piece of coax in here. And the way I had to strategically fit all this stuff in here is, again, so I can fit it all in one box. So I have a short lead of RG8X with BNC connectors on it. That's going to go from my radio to something I'll show you. Here's a tuner. I have the MFJ QRP pocket tuner. This is, I would rather have this in my Go-Kit instead of a auto tuner. Auto tuner requires batteries. Auto tuner has a chance of breaking something mechanical inside or electrical. This, I can tune up any wire on this thing. The specs are online at MFJ. Relatively cheap, under $50, and it fits into a Go-Kit. So I can use this to have a wire. The antenna that I have in here is cut for 20, but if I use the off-center fed from the November 9 Sierra Alpha Bravo video that I have, you will need a tuner. So that's where this comes in. I can use this with the 40 through 10 meter off-center fed, have a tuner. Okay. Let's see. You remember my video on the tape measure? Here's the tape measure antenna. And you'll see what I do with this here shortly. Again, can be used, as you've seen in my videos, for a loop, for measuring, and also as I'll use in this video, a portable counterpoise. Here's your counterpoise right here. Now Jan was with me, and he had a counterpoise today from another kind of unit, and he said between the counterpoise, adjustable counterpoise, portable, and the other unit was $200. And so I said, why not just use this? I pull out the recommended, 180 divided by frequency equals length, and then I just clip it right to the radio, as you'll see, and there's my counterpoise. It fits right in the box nicely. Okay. So also, and as far as radios, now we'll start here. I have the Luton. I have a video on this. This is a 10-watt VHF radio. Pretty basic, but what I use this for is it's a 10-watt radio, and I'm not using it for repeaters or such. I'm using it with my Smiley 5/8 wave 2-meter antenna programmed for packet radio frequencies. Now I have APRS, I have packet radio, some BBS nodes, and to use this, I have something here. This I have a video on, the AVRT6 APRS tracker. Now this comes with a GPS antenna. This has GPS in it. Here's the antenna that screws on the unit. Okay, so I can screw this on, power it through USB, which USB comes out of the inverter, or I have USB battery bank, which is also solar powered. So I do have two USB ports that I can power, such like this unit here. And plus I have the USB coming out of the inverter. Okay, so this is my USB battery bank, good for charging cell phones, charging my electronic cigarette, using it for this and some other stuff. So basically, with my 10-watt Luton, my AVRT6, and my GPS antenna, and the appropriate cable, which is here, the cable goes into this, roughly, and into the radio. And now this will beacon on APRS for I have it set every 10 minutes, and I could operate APRS from this box also. Now if you need a little more than APRS, and again, this is a high capacity battery on here, and it is a 10-watt unit, so that's why I chose to bring this instead of just a regular UV5R. 10 watts with this 5/8 wave antenna should do pretty good for packet, if I'm in the area, packet or APRS, and I can beacon that. Now if you want to monitor this on a map, no problem. I packed in here a smartphone which doesn't have any service on it, but it does work with the Bluetooth to the AVRT6 here, which has Bluetooth in it, and I can operate APRS from here using APRS Droid. I could also use this for something else I have in my kit. In case I want to do more than APRS, I want to do packet radio. Well, I have this. This is a battery-powered Bluetooth TNC, and this has a lot more features if you're wanting to use packet from a radio like this. I can have WinLink, RMS, email and text messaging over VHF. So if I need to, I can do that. I won't give you too much information on this because the developer tells me he doesn't need the publicity. So you can check that out if you can find it online. So with the cell phone, and I have the APRS tracker and my radio, what else do I have? Well, let's look at the antennas. that I have in my Go-Kit, and those are sneaky up here. Take the camera up here like this. I have the antennas sneaky up here, okay? They're all packed underneath. So let me pull out the antennas here. Alright. So the first one I've done a video on this as well. A lot of videos on my channel that pertain to what's in this kit. This is the FT-817 QRP antenna for, FT-817 antenna, if you can see that. Has different taps on here with a wire here, so you can run the jumper like this, and you can tap it for the appropriate frequency here. And then you have the telescopic portion in here that I'll show you here in the video shortly. Okay, so this is good for 2 meters through 2 meters through 80 meters, and does require a counterpoise, which of course I have on my tape measure. I also have the MFJ 20 meter telescopic stick. Okay, I have the MFJ 40 meter telescopic kit, telescopic antenna. So I have a 40, a 20, and then an all band here. I also have, here's the top to the 1899 here. All right, so that's a good antenna there. We also have the stock VHF UHF 6 meter antenna that came with the 817. So with the 817 in this box, I have the ability of using everything from 2 meters UHF all the way down to 80 meters in this box, with 1, 2, 3, 4 antennas plus the dipole that I have in the box. Okay, the microphone for my radio is here. Now check this out. Let's say, gotta find some room here. I got a lot of stuff in this box, and I hope I can get it all back in there. So now I'll take the camera again, and you want to operate PSK, no problem. Take this foam out, and the foam I cut out because I didn't. I needed thinner foam. So here I have a patch cord or a antenna cable here, RG8X, about 15 feet. But I also have a netbook in here. Okay, so the netbook with the charger, which I can plug into the inverter and keep my netbook going for logging, for Ham Radio Deluxe, for PSK31 through my laptop. Little mini laptop, runs for hours on one battery. And also here's the wire here that runs to the rig walker up top and to the battery. So if I'm operating my FT-817 from this box, I can have this plugged in and it keeps the battery inside charged, and also allows me to operate full 5 watts on the lead acid here. With that happening, the solar panel on top in the sunlight is keeping the battery charged, or at least feeding the radio on receive, because it's putting out more than the radio is using on receive. So in this whole Go-Kit, I have, APRS. I have packet radio here, APRS packet. I have antennas, 1, 2, 3, 4 antennas. I have a dipole antenna here that you've seen a video on. I have a VHF radio for the packet and APRS. I have an antenna tuner for the dipole antenna. I have my CountyCom sideband receiver for listening to beacons and other HF stations while I'm operating on one. My tape measure antenna, which is also a counterpoise. My solar battery bank that runs cell phones, my APRS gear, and also charges with the sun. Here's the antenna for this. I have my various cables and adapters in this little bag here. Alright, and here's another, like I said, another cable for going from the tuner to the radio. So in all this kind of Go-Kit, I have everything, again, from VHF or UHF all the way down to 80 meters. I have VHF packet, I have APRS, I have battery charging, I have solar power, I have 110 volt, I have everything I need.
I don't know. They're just really not into a lot of sports. They like football and race cars. Romeo 59, Mike Bravo.
No, it's 2 meters 440. Fusion.
Your number is 15. Delta Victor Golf, you're 5858 Tango Romeo 20. You're 5, 6, and 1.
I've got all these guys are using these antennas.
No, I think the 9. Oh, maybe you have to have a GPS feed for the radio.
Okay, you're just 3 feet from the result. You try again, I got a kilo 2.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India QRP.
Right now I have one. Okay, kilo 2, Yankee Zulu India QRP. You're 59 Ontario. QSL?
Very good. You're 5'9" into Vero Beach, Florida, on the beach.
I got the Florida. Can I get the number, please? Can I get your number one more time?
01.
Just missing the number. Can you try again?
01.
I got a 01. QSL?
QSL.
Okay, very good, sir. Got it. Appreciate contact. Go ahead. You're coming pretty good. Not too bad for QRP today. We appreciate the contact and Merry Christmas. 73.
73, good luck. Where's he at?
Kilo Golf 5, Oscar Victor. Okay, the Alpha 4 station. Kilo Alpha 4. Was there a Kilo Alpha 4? Okay, the K4 station, one more time. Okay, Kilo 4, Victor Alpha Victor.
All right, so here is my portable counterpoise tape measure. Pulled out 12 feet 6 inches. Connected right to the radio with an alligator clip. All right, so I just got this thing hooked up to the telescopic antenna. You know, in the counterpoise, very easy, 12 foot 6 inches. Mark it. That's simple.
From Kilo Juliet 4 Yankee Zulu India. Kilo Juliet 4 Yankee Zulu India calling. Thank you and stand by.
Nancy 0, Alpha India Echo.
Nancy 0 Alpha India Echo. My business name is Eric. I'm out here on the beach with an FT-817 in my hand. QSL?
Copy is pretty tough there. I've got KJ4 Yankee Juliet India, Yankee Japan India. And Eric, what's your state?
It is Florida. The call is Kilo Juliet 4 Yankee Zulu India in Florida. QSL?
There we got you a little better. Yankee Zulu India in Florida there. Very good. You're getting Springfield, South Dakota here. Springfield, South Dakota. Doing about a 5x3 right now. About 53 there, Eric. Handle here is Everett. Name is Everett. Over.
All right, Everett. Thanks for South Dakota. Well, let me tell you, I'm standing on the beach in Vero Beach, Florida. I am directly on the water line with an FT-817 and a telescopic MFJ antenna in my hand on battery power. Go ahead.
Oh, that's so cool. That is great there. Yeah, we got all that fine shape. I moved the beam just a little bit more.
This is what it's all about.
What's the name of the beach again? I did miss that.
It's Vero Beach, Victor Echo, Romeo Oscar. It's about 60 miles south of Cape Canaveral on the East Coast. We're at a park for a QRP event today, and I said I want to use my FT-817 on the beach to make a contact with 5 watts. Go ahead.
All right there. I got Vero Beach fine, and then I kind of faded down some. But understand you're working some tough QRP there today. Well, good luck to you there, Eric.